evening, everybody. Thank you for attending our very first in-person Lumenus Annual General Meeting. And welcome as well to all our guests who are joining us virtually. To start off the meeting, we acknowledge the land we're meeting on is the traditional territory of many nations, including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinaabeg, the Chippewa, the Haudenosaunee, and the Wendat peoples, and is now home to many diverse First Nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples. We also acknowledge that Toronto is covered by Treaty 13 with the Mississaugas of the Credit. My name is Lydia Saichu. For those of you who don't know me, I'm the CEO of Lumenus. In April 2020, 4 agencies amalgamated to form Lumenus Community Services. The post-merger integration period has been particularly challenging given a global pandemic has been happening at the same time, and this required us to focus most of our attention and resources to responding to that. However, in the intervening 2.5 years, we've made great progress with respect to integrating 4 agencies into one Lumenus. And we're now in the last push to a strong and stable new organization. Lumenus provides a broad range of mental health, developmental, autism, and early years services to infants, children, youth, individuals, and families across the GTA, with easy access and seamless connections between these services. We offer over 100 high-quality services, and with about 600 amazing staff, we serve approximately 12,000 clients on average per year, from birth to adulthood and their families. Our services range from prevention programs that include drop-in centers and parent support, through to mental health walk-in counseling centers, through to the most intensive community-based intervention, such as our 7 live-in treatment programs. We work hard to ensure that at Lumenus, every person who uses our services has the opportunity to be seen, be heard, and to be well. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our board of directors and our many volunteers, our talented and devoted staff, and the people and families who use our services and who put their trust in Lumenus, allowing us to be part of their journeys to mental wellness. And now, please join me in welcoming our outgoing board chair, Susan Waterfield.
Good evening. I'm delighted to be here tonight. I'm honored to have been the very first board chair for Lumenus Community Services. Lumenus amalgamated, as Lydia said, at the start of the pandemic, and I had a front row seat in watching Lumenus blossom over the last 2.5 years. I've been fortunate to work with an extremely talented and committed group of staff and volunteers. Tonight, I would like to recognize the good work of Lumenus, over 12,000 clients. April 1st, 2020, and the period leading up to the formation of Lumenus has been challenging, to say the least. For those of you who don't know, we started talking about the merger in 2018, and it was a lot of work to bring the 4 agencies together. And then once we merged in the middle of the pandemic, as Lydia indicated, and the government changing, we had change of government in there at the same time. It's certainly been an exciting time, but a great exciting promise for the future. I have a great honor to introduce our board of directors, who will, I'm going to ask them to stand, and because we have a virtual meeting, they're going to move over to the left so everybody can see them, and it's left to me. That was a question, what is left? I'd like to begin by introducing Nidhi Chopra, our new chair. Blair Witzel, our vice chair. You're supposed to walk over there, guys. Henry Kim, our treasurer. Herman Eng, our secretary. Jeremy DeSantis, he's a board member and the chair of our Systems Integration Committee. David Guinea, board member and former vice chair. Jeffrey Goldfarb, a member. Marilyn Monk, a chair of Program and Quality Committee and a member at large on our on the Governance Committee. Raza Hussein, I didn't see Raza tonight, but Raza. Teresa Briggs. Veronique Henry, the chair of our Human Resource Committee. Lydia Lee. Michael Daniels, the chair of our Fund Development and Marketing Committee. And Shafani Rupal, who is a new board member as of today. I want to also stand up and thank Brian Walsh. Is Brian still here? Please come up, Brian, who will be leaving the board, for your commitment and time over the last couple of years. Brian has recently retired and decided to see the world. We will miss you from all of us. Safe travels, and once again, thank you. So, your board of directors. We should get a group picture, somebody. Okay, thank you very much. Our new strategic plan for 2022-25, I guess I should pause while people are seated, confirmed our mission and vision. Our mission: we illuminate a seamless pathway to optimal well-being through high-impact mental health and developmental services and strong system leadership. Our vision: transforming lives and building brighter futures through caring experience. The Board of Directors is very proud, and the staff are very proud of our new strategic plan over the next 3 years. I want to highlight the board's achievements since Lumenus was formed in April 1st, 2020. The board has had a relentless commitment to keeping our clients and staff in the forefront of all our decisions. The board has provided insights into new and evolving programs, finance, and administrative systems and policies. And with a new agency, I can assure you there was a lot of them. Unwavering commitment to ensure programs, financial measures, and program measures and accountabilities. A commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion. Each of our board members is committed to learning through CCDI training videos, and then we get together 4 times a year to discuss the subjects that we've watched the videos. Also an outreach to ensure our board of directors represent the communities we serve. The board has had an unwavering commitment to fundraising. Without our donors, we could not deliver many of our services. A very big thank you. Our board and staff, a very big thank you. Our board and staff have walked, ran, stretched, and gave both time and treasure to raise funds. A very big thank you for doing that. Our new strategic plan that has given Lumenus a vision and direction for the future. Think about an agency where there is seamless delivery of service to their clients, both within Lumenus and across the multi-sectors we work. That is the vision we began with in the merger discussions in 2018. Transforming lives, building brighter futures through caring experiences. As system leaders, we need to continue to make our sector strong and never stop advocating for what we believe in. I want to take this time to recognize all of those who contributed. Our donors, thank you so much for your generosity. We really couldn't do what we do without you. Our staff, who have worked tirelessly in order to provide and support our services. This has been an enormous task for staff, and the board really appreciates the work that you have done, and in very difficult times. The senior team, who has carried a very big load, both creating and delivering at the same time, thank you. The board, who has given so much of their time, you truly are a treasure, thank you. I also want to take the time to thank Lydia Sai-Chu, our CEO. Lydia and I have worked together, first in Skylark, I was her chair there for a short period of time, and over the last number of years. Lydia and I go all the way back to Login, if anybody remembers those days. So I want to thank her. She certainly has provided us and led us with vision and determination, so thank you very much, Lydia. On a personal note, it has meant a lot to me to be your chair. Children, youth, and mental health is very important to me. I was raised many years ago at a time when services were not available, and my sister and I could have benefited from your service. So every day I am so pleased that you are here to help people. I am pleased to pass the chair to Nidhi Chopra. Nidhi, you are a strong leader. I will be there to support you, as will all of the board members. Thank you for taking on the task. I now take it over to Lydia.
So welcome to our new board of directors at Lumenus. Yay. And yay. And a special thank you to Susan Waterfield. If you wouldn't mind coming back up here, Susan. A special thank you, Susan, for her commitment to ensuring that Lumenus benefited from an engaged and dynamic board, for her passion and commitment to Lumenus's diversity, equity, and inclusion objectives, and for giving us so much of her time and sharing her very rich experience and knowledge with me and with all of us very generously. So I have some flowers for you.
Thank you very much.
Now, if you could stay up here with me, Susan, we're going to thank some people, and actually, you're going to do.
Yeah. We couldn't do what we do without our funding providers, and I want to take this opportunity to thank you very much for what you do and advising the staff and giving us money to run our programs. So I'd like to thank the City of Toronto, the Ministry of Children's, Community and Social Services, who I know are represented today. Why don't you stand up? I met a couple of you a few minutes ago. There you go. Thank you very much. And the Public Health Agency of Canada, the Ministry of Health, and I know they're on the Zoom call, and the United Way of Greater Toronto. I don't know if you're... Virtual. They're virtual. So I thank you very much. Lumenus is also committed to fundraising efforts which enable us to enhance needed programs and services, and also enables us to seed new innovative services for the benefit of users. Now we're going to take a few minutes to show you a video.
Thousands of Toronto children, parents, youth, and young adults wait too long for mental health and developmental services. It's happening every year. COVID has doubled, even tripled demand, and the impact of closed schools has yet to be felt. These kids are invisible, they are misunderstood, they are alone, and waiting years for the help that would change their life story. Lumenus exists to reshape that narrative in Toronto. We are integrating 120 programs and related expertise in mental health, developmental, and community services. We are closing systemic gaps to improve access for all. We are helping our clients, regardless of age, navigate the system so no one has to fall through the cracks or age out. So what's the problem? Lumenus is making a difference. There is a solution. The problem is we need more Lumenus. The challenge is capacity. We need to see more, hear more, help more infants, children, youth, parents, and individuals be well. Every dollar you invest in Lumenus helps us build capacity. Every dollar you invest helps us replace despair with hope.
We can welcome more youth to our walking clinics.
We can help more parents navigate the system so their children don't fall behind.
We can give more youth a life of inclusion and acceptance.
I'm not alone anymore.
I'm not an outsider anymore.
We're not alone anymore.
Let's end the wait for more children and youth in Toronto. Help us build Lumenus capacity. Help us turn more lights on for those in need sooner. Thank you. We have been very fortunate, yes. Thank you. We have been very fortunate to have very committed and passionate supporters and donors over the years, including Soul Foods Group that operate numerous KFC and Taco Bell locations across the country. Bernie Green, who is there. Bernie, if you wouldn't mind standing up. Bernie is the general manager for Soul Foods Group Canada, and he has been a huge, and Soul Foods Group and Bernie has been a huge supporter and is here tonight. So thank you very much, Bernie and Soul Foods Group. This past March, we had a very successful signature fundraising event, Embody Yoga, and participants raise money and enjoy an hour of yoga and meditation. It's a family-friendly event, provides team-building opportunities, and is a fun day for everyone. At last year's Embody Yoga, I participated with my family team and did yoga for the first time. I found it, actually, I really liked it, and I've continued to practice yoga, surprisingly, both individually and with some of my family members. We were very appreciative of the support from the following sponsors for Embody Yoga in 2022. The presenting sponsor was Holistic Child and Family Services, who is also back as our sponsor for 2023 Embody Yoga, which is going to be on March the 5th at the Ontario Science Centre. There are reps from Holistic Child and Family Services here tonight, so thank you very much. Platinum sponsor was Williams Marijan and Associates, and there are reps from WM&A here tonight as well. Thank you very much. The silver sponsors were Baines & White, Borden, Ladner, Gervais, Santis Health, and Trillium Support Services. And reps from Trillium Support Services are here tonight as well, so thank you very much. The breakfast sponsor was Grant Thornton, who is here virtually tonight, so thank you very much. And thank you to our long list of in-kind sponsors that make Embody Yoga happen. Events like this are very important as they raise funds as well as awareness for the services that we provide for people in need. We ask that you spread the word to others on your social channels about the work that Lumenus is doing. Our goal for Embody Yoga this year is to raise a very ambitious, I can't even say it, $150,000. And I hope that we can count on everyone here. And I look forward to stretching and downward dogging with you all on March the 5th. Now, we would like to pay a special tribute to Mary Muir, along with her now adult children, Jenny and Kit, who have dedicated the last 10 years in honoring their husband and father, James, who lost his life to suicide. Supported by family and a large network of friends, James's journey aims to raise awareness, combat stigma, and spotlight the crucial importance of early intervention. Mary embarked on this journey in 2013 with Delisle Youth Services that later amalgamated to form Skylark Children, Youth and Families and carried on with Lumenus. Thank you, Mary, for recognizing the importance of raising awareness and much needed funds for mental health services despite what we call ourselves. This past year marked the 10th anniversary of James's death. Mary's goal was to raise $10,000 to honor James's memory. And with the support of friends and family, Mary, along with Jenny and Kit, raised over $22,000. Very, very impressive. Since 2013, James's journey has raised over $300,000. Thank you, Mary, and please come up here and join us. And we want to acknowledge Mary for her incredible effort that has made an impact on the lives of so many, and please accept this small token of our deep appreciation. Thank you. Hugs.
I just want to take this opportunity to thank Lydia and Deb and Katia and everyone at Lumenus, that was Skylark and Delisle, that helped me navigate the fundraising waters. I wish I was home having a glass of wine with James. But I'd like to think that James's journey has helped some other families out so that they won't have to go through the devastating loss that we had. So I really appreciate all the work that everybody has done. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mary. I now have the honor of welcoming Patricia and Joshua, who will tell you more about the work we do at Lumenus as they've experienced it firsthand. Come on up.
Come. I'll stand right here.
You're my sole support. Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Patricia, and this is Joshua. I'm here tonight to let you know about our journey to Lumenus Live-In Treatment Program. In 2012, we moved to Driftwood and Jane. Joshua was 8. Look at him now. And my other son, Philip, was 4 at the time. The boys were happy to be there. They were excited to meet our neighbors and make friends. However, when some of the other kids met Joshua and realized he had autism. Oh, am I missing a page? I'm sorry. My mistake. Started to bully him, which was very traumatizing for both my boys. I had to call the police several times. The bullying continued, and Joshua's temper got worse when the police were called in. He was hurting my husband and I had several head injuries that required medical attention as a result of Joshua's aggression. But you're doing good now, aren't you? Yeah. I was thankful for Children's Aid stepping in and led Joshua to Lumenus. Joshua moving into Lumenus live-in treatment program was a blessing, and boy, did I ever sleep. Now 18, Joshua has changed for the best, learned to control his aggression, and use proactive and positive strategies. I truly believe it takes a village to raise a child, and Lumenus also helped in putting our family back together. Thank you, Lumenus, for that. Lumenus has become our extended family. I appreciate all that Lumenus has done for us, and I would like to thank the amazing staff that has become like our family to us. Thank you.
Thank you, Patricia, and thank you for sharing yours and Joshua's story with us tonight. Lumenus has 7 licensed live-in treatment homes for youth and adults that are staffed 24/7. We offer a time-limited, therapeutic, home-like environment for people with social, emotional, and behavioral challenges with and without a developmental disability. Each home provides a unique type of support, but they all offer a safe, respectful environment where residents have the opportunity to be seen, be heard, and be well. 2021-2022 was a very busy year at Lumenus. This was our second year of operations as the new integrated agency. None of our successes would have been possible without our amazing staff. They deliver high-quality, client-centered service with inspiring passion and commitment. Another group that has been indispensable is our amazing leadership team. They have provided unwavering leadership during challenging times. I value the contribution of each of them and greatly appreciate their expertise and knowledge, their support, and their commitment to working together to dismantle service silos for the benefit of the people that we serve. You will all have received by email our 2021-2022 annual report. As you navigate through it, you can click on various places, and through those links you can access a video message from me, our donor list, financial statements, our strategic plan, and click to get more information on our programs and services. I'd just like to spend a little bit of time talking about some highlights from the past year. In terms of our operations, we continue to respond to the impact of the ongoing pandemic on the people we serve, as well as on the way we deliver service. Throughout the past 2.5 years, we provided virtual service, and will continue to provide virtual options into the future, as well as in-person service, so that we can best meet the needs and desires of our service users. One of the challenges of a 4-agency amalgamation is to create a new way to do intake into the agency. So to create a new way to welcome people into what's essentially a new organization and connect them to a new and expanded menu of service options. And to do this in a way that's easy for people, that supports them through the process. We've approached this by placing service users as the focal point of our planning and decision making. We are building services around the people who need them, not the other way around. We've harnessed the brain power of an incredible group of people, including clients and staff, to make sure that we build a system of services within Lumenus that works for people on their journeys to being well. We're setting the foundation for a system where client voices shape and direct the care plan that's developed. I'll talk a little bit about Lumenus's Autism Fee-for-Service. For the past several years, Ontario has been transforming the way services to children diagnosed with an autism spectrum disorder receive services and how it's funded. In line with these changes, and to ensure children with autism can easily access a full suite of high-quality services from a trusted agency, Lumenus launched an Autism Fee-for-Service program in April of this year. This new program is open to children ages 2 to 11 years old diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder who want a trusted one-stop shop of integrated care. Our services provide a convenient way to access coordinated care to make everyday life easier and improve futures. We also provide family support, skill building for caregivers, and urgent response services in partnership with other service providers in Toronto under the banner of Toronto Autism Partnership Network. This past October, we launched a new Early On Centre at Yonge and Sheppard Centre. Early On Centres are funded by the City of Toronto, and there are Early On sites located around the city. Early On Centers offer free online and in-person programs that aim to strengthen the parent-child relationship, support parents with education and information, and promote healthy child development. This is the second Early On Center that Lumenus operates. The other one is located at 155 McNichol Avenue in North York. A little bit about transitional aged youth. We affectionately call them TAY. We've come to realize that young people between the ages of 18 to 26, maybe a little bit older, do better when we pay attention to their specific needs. They're no longer eligible for children's services that stop at age 18, but they need more support and more guidance than what the adult system can provide. At Lumenus, we've created a program of services specifically geared for transitional aged youth, which we will support them to navigate through. These services are largely supported by the generosity of our wonderful donors. We're particularly proud that during this past year, we rolled out our new Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Framework, or we call it DEI for short. The implementation of this framework is a core component of our new strategic plan. I want to recognize and acknowledge the commitment and enthusiasm of our staff who have really leaned into our equity work. There are many objectives and initiatives related to our DEI framework, and you can read more about this on our website. Tonight, I'll highlight our employee-created and employee-led resource groups that support our staff in our DEI work. Currently, we have 6 employee resource groups, and these include one that addresses anti-Black racism and supports the agency's commitment to the inclusion and advancement of Black people. Another one is Indigenous Peoples Network that's dedicated to education and awareness of Indigenous history, culture, and people. The third one is a peer consultation group for our Black staff who use their lived experience and clinical and professional knowledge to support Black clients and families. A fourth group is one that focuses on accessibility and full participation of individuals of all abilities at Lumenus. The fifth one is called the White Ally Management Group, and it aims to strengthen the understanding of white skin privilege and to improve allyship practices. And a sixth one is called the Gender and Sexualities Network. It's dedicated to creating a sense of community and celebration amongst the diverse genders and sexualities of Lumenus staff. We're very proud of our new strategic plan and its 3 strategic objectives that will focus our work over the next 3 years. One is to provide excellent care, the second one is to build a unified Lumenus, and the third one is to cultivate strong system leadership. It's a challenging environment for not-for-profit social service agencies right now, and our strategic priorities will help us address these challenges. One of the challenges is that mental health needs are particularly high right now, given the toll of the pandemic on everyone. Young people and their families have suffered greatly from the social isolation, the loss, the fear, the anxiety related to the pandemic. Our staff have been impacted too by the stress of the last 2.5 years, and this stress was added on top of work that even before the pandemic demands a lot from people emotionally. Cost of living is going up, interest rates are going up. Toronto is a really expensive place to live and work. The sectors that Lumenus works in, and that's child and youth mental health, developmental, autism, and early years, have been historically underfunded with respect to salaries, compared to the sectors that are adjacent to ours, and that's, for example, like hospitals and education. We lose excellent staff far too frequently to those adjacent sectors for more pay and often less demanding hours. Our government funders, and many of whom are here tonight, are excellent supportive partners, but the government has to respond to many demands, including how as a society we're going to recover from the pandemic and can't afford to provide the levels of funding that service providers need. So at Lumenus, we put a lot of time and a lot of our attention on strategies to attract qualified staff and retain the excellent staff that we have. One of the value propositions of the 4-agency merger that created Lumenus is that we believe that the best service to a young person is from an integrated, unified system that takes into account that a young person may need to interact with a variety of agencies, a variety of sectors throughout their life, such as education, health, child welfare, youth justice, employment, mental health. Our social service system is currently quite siloed, and ultimately this doesn't support the best experience for a young person or their family. It creates a lot of barriers and confusion and inefficiencies. We're all working, all agencies, all sectors, we're all working to dissolve these arbitrary silos, but it takes a long time to transform long-standing structures and systems. And until that time, it's a challenge for families and for service providers. We've also come to appreciate that truly excellent service is definitely about the actual service that we provide directly to the young person, but also relies on strong enablers or supports, such as human resources to attract and retain and develop excellent staff, information and communications technology so that our clinicians can work efficiently, supported by technology, that clients can have easy access to information, that we can communicate effectively with each other and with our clients. Another enabler is a focus on evaluation and quality so that we can monitor that we're doing what we think we're doing and make improvements as needed. And another very strong enabler that Susan talked about already is fundraising. Fundraising gives us the flexibility to seed new innovative ideas that can open new ways of helping people. These are just a few examples of the enablers to excellent service. Lumenus has very lean operations in that less than 10% of our budget goes towards supporting infrastructures. Funders request this of us. Stakeholders want to see the large majority of funding going toward direct services, and we want to operate as efficiently as possible, but it does create challenges to properly support high-quality service. Our focus over the next 3 years on our 3 strategic priorities: provide excellent care, build a unified Lumenus, and cultivate strong system leadership. This will help Lumenus address these challenges, so it will be an exciting and impactful year ahead. This coming year, we're going to be working on a creation of a client and family advisory body to ensure the voices of the people who use our services are included in service design and planning. We're strengthening our ability to use data so that we can be assured of the continuing high quality and effectiveness of the services we provide. We're going to strengthen and enhance our technology to support our staff's and clients' access to important information and effective communication. And we want to ensure that our amazing staff have the support they need to continue to provide excellent service to clients as we prepare for a future-ready workforce. Given our size and breadth of services that we provide and the span of needs that we address, we believe that Lumenus is well-positioned to provide leadership within the social service system. We'll work toward and advocate for service users to have easy access to a clear and easy-to-navigate suite of coordinated services that are what they need when they need them. So a busy year behind us and an even busier year ahead of us. I am very, very proud to lead Lumenus in this vitally important work, and I'm looking forward to what we'll be accomplishing together in the year ahead. Thank you to all for coming tonight, taking the time to join us this evening. Thank you to our generous donors. You recognize the importance of supporting our vital work with infants, children, youth, and young adults. And thank you to our volunteers, including our board of directors and our more than 550 team members. Your commitment to mental health and the well-being of young people and families is the heart of Lumenus. Thank you all, and good night. Please, the night is over, but please mingle, get to know each other, and please help yourself to food because there's a lot left over. Thank you.